I've never experienced that amount of pain in my life. Sorry, I was not gonna cry. Like the birth of your first baby, you only have that try for once in your entire life. I cannot do that over. Hi YouTube. It's finally time for me to start talking about my birthing experience and my feelings around it, my feelings during that day and my feelings the months after. For me, it was a traumatic birth experience. I was not able to talk about it for months. I'm now 9 months postpartum. I can talk about it without crying, without getting super emotional. I'm happy that time is behind me, but it's still, it's still a pretty difficult subject. So let's start at the beginning. We needed to try a year to get pregnant, and in that year I watched a ton of birth vlogs, and also when I was pregnant I watched a new birth vlog like every day. By watching all those different birth vlogs, I also had in mind what I wanted for my birthing experience, and I was so excited to give birth. Like many women are scared to give birth. No, I was freaking excited. I wanted to experience that. I really wanted was an all-natural, non-medicated vaginal birth. So we went in at 40 weeks and 2 days for an induction. Again, I dreamed of an all-natural birth, which is no medication, and we started with induction already. She was pretty big. She was not too big. But she was on the bigger side, and my body just did not show any sign of labor. Nothing. I had no opening. I did not have a thin cervix. Baby was not really low. I had just nothing. And that's why they induced me. While now and after birth, I was thinking, like, my body was clearly not ready to give birth. My baby was clearly not ready to give birth because my body would have shown signs that it was ready. I think if I just waited another week, that's not even too long yet, I would have given birth a natural way and how I wanted it. And I really blame myself. I really blame myself that I went through with it and I said, okay, yes, let's induce me. Because I was so excited to give birth. I couldn't wait no longer, and her birthday would be on 21st of the first month of the 21st, so a really beautiful date to be born on. I said yes. I said yes, okay, let's get induced. I went in. They put in 1 pill in my cervix. Nothing happened. 2nd pill, 3rd pill. After that 3rd pill, I started having contractions and cramps. They were doable. They were also painful, so I hoped I would get like 1 finger like dilation or 2 maybe after a couple of hours. But I still had a 0.5 centimeter dilation after having contractions for a few hours. But they were doable. When they came to check me the 3rd time and I still did not progress anything, while the monitor said I had good contractions, they went up to 100%, so they were decent. My OBGYN came in, and he came in to break my water. As I said, I have watched maybe thousands of birth vlogs, and nobody ever experienced pain while breaking their water in the vlogs. Okay, let's break my water. It's gonna help. It's gonna help. It's gonna put the baby in a better position to give me that dilation that I'm waiting for hours now. I've never experienced that amount of pain in my life.
Nou, dat zou wel even verschieten zijn. Dus nu even terug aan de monitor. Om te zien of het invloed heeft gehad.
Normally they break your water when you're like this. Their opening is like 4 centimeters. And like that, your cervix. My cervix was this, half a centimeter. Even smaller, like this is half a centimeter. My OBGYN, which is a big man with big hands and big fingers, went inside of me. Unpleasant, okay, but okay. With a needle in between his fingers, with my little tiny cervix opening, he forced his fingers through my cervix to break my water. I still feel the pain. It was horrible. I literally crawled back like I was on the hospital bed. I was so relaxed, like I was not tensed at all because I didn't know it was gonna hurt. It never hurt in other people's vlogs. So I was laying relaxed. I was like, okay, they're gonna bring my water. And then that pain, and I tried to get away from the doctor. After breaking my water, it didn't even take a minute for my contractions to burst out. Like they were unstoppable. Unstoppable. I had barely any rest between contractions. I think I had 1 or 2 minutes max rest between my contractions, and my contractions also did not went down. I don't know, is it because of the induction drugs that I got? No idea, probably. But I had, as we call it here in Belgium, a contraction storm, which means the contractions don't really ever go away for a long time. So I had, you saw that on the monitor on the vlog as well, my contraction went up, 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 a little bit down. So I thought, okay, they're done, the contraction is done, and up again. So I never had freaking rest, but I was in a state of mind. I was like a little bit in a trance. And I was breathing and swaying and like making noise. I was like like breathing, trying to stay calm during the contractions. They came to check me, and I was getting excited because these contractions were amazing. They must do something. Like I must have now 2 or 3 centimeters dilation. Could immediately tell from her face that I was still half a centimeter, not even a centimeter. I was so devastated. I was doing my best. I was trying my best. I thought my body was doing its job very well, but no, not at all. I was in labor now for hours, having pain, still nothing. I blamed myself for not moving during labor. I saw in a lot of people's vlogs that they were like swinging and moving and walking in between their contractions and even during their contractions. And I knew that was important to like move baby down, but then at the moment itself I did not, and nobody told me I had to move more. Like my midwife did not tell me I should be moving more. I told Jonathan before I gave birth, like, tell me to move, tell me to, and I was like doing this, so I was moving a little bit, but I am just wondering that maybe if I just had moved more or have sat or lain in different positions, it would have done something. I really blame myself the months after. I barely could take a breath between contractions, and they started again, and I have filmed a small part of the contractions for the vlog, and even in that small part of filming, you see me having contractions that last for 3 minutes. Freaking 3 minutes contraction, 1 minute off, and again a new contraction. So I was really having a contraction store. But they came to check me again, nothing. I think I had 1 small centimeter now. I had 1 small centimeter dilation, which is still nothing for hours of pain and work. So they started talking about oxytocin, which is a drug to like make better contractions. A lot of you commented underneath my birth vlog, why did they give you oxytocin when you clearly already had an overstimulated uterus? At that time of my birth, I was not in the right space anymore. I was so in my trance, didn't really think, I just went with it. But I was also devastated that nothing worked, that I did not have dilation. So I was unhappy with myself that I didn't progress. Yeah, just give me the medicine. I hope it helps. I had already super bad contractions with no rest. My baby had to endure those crazy contractions, also had no rest, because during contraction the baby gets squeezed, and still they gave me the oxytocin. Like, what do you want? Even longer contractions? Even less time between them? Till this day I have no idea why that was their great decision. Or anyway, I also asked the epidural right after they put in the oxytocin in my arm, because I just could not do it anymore, and I wanted an all-natural birth. The only thing I got was unnatural things. That's just everything I did not want. I was devastated at that time that I took the epidural. I was really not happy with myself for that choice, but now I don't care. Like, I did feel 100 times worse after that. Okay, the pain was a little bit less, but it did not completely go. But I got so nauseous. My body was shaking all over due to the medicine. And I was throwing up. I felt horrible. But I hoped that the epidural would loosen me up, let me relax, and give me dilation. It didn't. OBGYN came in and telling me there's something wrong, that I needed an emergency C-section. I cried. Sorry, I was not gonna cry. I cried because that's just the one thing that I really did not want. Okay, all the medication, whatever, but I really wanted to experience a vaginal birth. I wanted to push myself. I wanted to feel those Mother Nature strength of a woman pushing her baby out. I really dreamed of that experience, and seeing your baby coming out of you. I know it's super weird, but I really wanted to experience how that's like, because like the birth of your first baby, you only have that try for once in your entire life. I cannot do that over. I hope I get another chance with the second baby, but I will never have that first, and maybe I will not even have the second either. You don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. You get strapped. You are stuck on a table. They really strap you down. You cannot move. And okay, by that time I was so out of it that I didn't really was very claustrophobic, because I was really scared I would feel really claustrophobic. I dreamed of holding my baby in my arms in like that pretty cozy delivery room. If you have a vaginal delivery, like everyone is close to you, talking to you, cheering you on, like, come on girl, you're doing well, push, come on. But I was laying there talking about our cats to Jonathan while they were knifing me open. They didn't hold her high enough for me to really be able to see her, so the doctor showed me her and then lowered her, and he thought I could still see her, but I could not see her because of the paper in front of me. Then Jonathan went away with her, they put her in clothes and everything, and then they came back. But they literally, like, they put your baby so close, because yeah, that's the operating part. They put them here, like I could not see her, like I was watching like this, oh cute, oh hey baby. I could not really look at her. I had to go to a recovery room. Obviously I was really happy to see my baby, and my baby was finally here, but the way she came to the world, that was not at all what I wanted and what I've hoped for. So the next days in the hospital, I did not enjoy. Like, the C-section recovery is no joke. I could not take her out, I could not walk with her around. I know there are like, if you have vaginal tearing, that can be horrible as well, but my belly was ripped open and it was so painful. I was still so drugged, so nauseous, that I could not eat for 3 days. The first week, it was horrible. Ivy was good in the day, she did not cry in the day, but at night she kept us up. I have never felt worse in my entire life. And it's so sad, because that should be the most beautiful time of your life. And it was the worst for me, it really was. So that was my birth story. My sister really did not understand. She said, you have this beautiful baby, be happy you have a baby, but that's not what it's about. Of course I'm happy I have a baby. Of course I want her to be healthy. I have a healthy baby, that's number one. I know, trust me. Trust me, I would do it all over again for a healthy baby. That doesn't take away the grief I have for the birth I didn't have. I really hope for a VBAC, which means vaginal birth after C-section. But that will not like give me my first experience back, you know? Maybe you have a friend with the same experience. Please be nice. Don't say, but you have a healthy baby. Yes, of course, she's really happy about that. But she's also still grieving. Because it's not an easy experience. You can't do anything yourself. You have to, you need help for everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't seen my birth vlog, I will put it in the description below. And I see you in the next video. Bye.